Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. So Rutgers' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. And a great job of the base defense making a play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's White. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first down.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He finds his man, and it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's fired. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just peer down, make himself an easy target.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dances away from the heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Swings it out to the flat. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Fires to the big fella.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's fired. Going over the top. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Badgers. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of...
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Caught in the backfield, it's English. The expressway is wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Got the quick pass. At the 45 on his way. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's down at the 36. Brings up second down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Wisconsin, 21. Rutgers, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's strong. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. There is a flag on the play. Defense might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
It means to.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Power ahead. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. Now the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Badger. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man by himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to get to him. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They keep attacking through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got his man quickly. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's fired. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Running back goes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's fired. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Badgers are marching down the field. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's fired. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Let's go! Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Badgers! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being hard. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're bringing heat. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
2nd down from the 20, and they just need a yard. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's strong. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Jones. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quick toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Touch pass on the run. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 49. Rutgers.
He'll bring it out. It's flat. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready, go.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's fired. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And everything is going right. I mean, off a deflection, you've already scored a bunch of points, you got the lead. Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
You just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays, and we've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception, just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today. I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? On the option. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Is incomplete. 4th down coming up.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal coming up here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rutgers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with
Lets it fly. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Badgers! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Rutgers, 21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Line gets set. 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passionate, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
42 spied.
Scanning the field, it's fired. Setting up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block, it's Jones. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to throw. It's fired. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice game. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Gets it out fast.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never.
Touchdown, Badger! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Back open in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage.
Ready up. .325.
He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.